Hi guys, it's me back again, and today as my second Hearts of Iron 4 YouTube video, I'm going to be playing as Yemen in 1936. Iron Man mode on, historical AI focuses, no cheats, no mods. Let's go right now. The reason why Yemen is such a hard country to play as: first, we have almost no industry, literally 2 factories, and we only start with 2 divisions. The templates are pretty crap, to be honest. And our neighbors, the United Kingdom and Saudi Arabia, they're much bigger and larger than us. What I'm going to do is to turn fascist, conquer some countries for fun, and I'm to see how far we can get. Let's research weapons 1 and basic machine 2s. For the national focus, I'm going for political effort right away. This is because we need some political power to hire a fascist demagogue to switch our ideology. We will trade some steel. And there goes our 1 civilian factory. As Yemen, we have a decision called Unite Arabia. Basically, all we need to do is to grab all the stuff around this area, and we can gain cores on them. But the thing is that I will need to go to war with the UK, France, and Italy. And you see, this is pretty hard. And I might be able to form Arabia. I'm not sure about that. I could try, but I'm not optimistic about it. Political effort is finally complete. Let's do collectivist ethos right away. And we'll hire a fascist demagogue as well. Okay, basic machine 2s is complete. Let's do disperse industry right away. And we'll research electrical mechanical engineering at the same time. For the upgraded rifles, we'll produce them right now. I always tend to go for weapons 1 instantly as a minor nation if I have not unlocked them yet. This is because, as I told you before in the last Ethiopia video, they cost the same resources as basic infantry equipment and they have much better stats. So why don't go for them? Let's do nationalism focus so we get extra fascism support so we can switch ideologies even more quickly. We have just reached 150 political power. I'm going to hire this infantry expert guy right away. Since we are going to be using infantry a lot when playing as Yemen, since we can't have the industry to afford fancy stuff like tanks and planes. So I just finished nationalism focus and now I'm going straight for militarism. The reason why is because I consider militarism to be one of the best national focuses in the whole game. You see, it gives you 3 different buffs. You get 5% manpower, which playing as a small country like Yemen, that's really powerful. You get 20 army experience, so you can edit your templates and make them actually something decent. And you get minus 10% damage to garrisons, which given the recent resistance update, this is pretty useful as well since resistance activities against garrisons can now do some serious damage. And let's do it right now. Militarism is complete. Now I'm going to do industrial effort right away so we can get some extra factories. I'm in no need to do military youth for the 2% manpower because as you see, manpower increase does not just happen right away. You need to wait for it to mobilize every day, and our war support 11% is quite little, and that means that it would take a lot of time for our manpower to reach the 5% extra, and this means that we have time to do other stuff instead. And by the way, I just made use of the extra army experience from the national focus and I edited my cavalry divisions to exactly 20 with. They're going to be pretty important as they can move pretty fast. Compared to regular infantry, we can't afford motorized trucks, and we'll be relying on cavalry for speed and encirclements. Oh nice! Fascist assault divisions, that's exactly what we need. We'll be able to change our ideology even more quicker. Now let's switch our ideology right away. We'll do discredit government, and we're now over 50% fascist support. Now let's do hold a national referendum right away. The game is lagging. Okay, now we're the Federation of South Arabia, and we've got a compassionate gentleman as our leader. Sweet. And let's declare war. Let's justify a war goal on Saudi Arabia right away. 240 days, but that should be enough. And our war justification on Saudi Arabia is ending pretty soon, so I will guess I'll just stop exercising my troops and let them entrench for some time. I guess we should be able to hold them out easily with our land force here. War justification is ready. Let's declare war right now. The Saudis are going to be attacking us in large numbers. The plan is like what we did to Ethiopia last video. We're going to holding out as long as possible and let the Saudis weaken themselves on the front line. Then we counterattack later and beat them easily. Now we're holding without any problem. As you see, we've only got 4 divisions, but we're holding up pretty nicely. We're doing a 1-to-9 casualty ratio to the Saudis, and that's pretty amazing. Let's do free trade right away. As you see, it gives a pretty large construction, research, factory output bonus compared to export focus, which is what we have now. You get to trade a lot of your resources away, but as you see from the resource map, the Middle East is not particularly having a large amount of supplies, resources, except for some oil here and there, but we are not going to be using tanks, motorized, or airplanes in large numbers, so, well, we just trade away. Free civilian factories at the same time and extra production, why not? I'm about to be launching a counterattack right on the Saudis. Let's go right now. Their divisions are at like 10% strength, I guess, so it should be pretty easy. Let's try to encircle them from behind. Oh damn, they reinforced it. Let's just pause all of our orders for now. Yes, we broke through. You grab the port up there. We have managed to cut off these Saudi Arabian divisions here. And we've got 1 guy here, 3 guys in total. I managed to trap 3 divisions here, and there's a guy here which is about to be killed. And meanwhile, our kill-death ratio is pretty amazing as well, so I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to take them down and get a war on Oman right away if they don't get guaranteed. It seems that the Saudi Arabians have left their capital unguarded. And I just took it. And they've got more guys encircled down there. So, guys, I made a mistake. I let the Saudis take their capital back. But the good thing is, we've encircled all the troops in pockets. And for somehow, it seems that there are no troops in the capital, and I might be able to take it just by walking in. Let's just pin these guys down so they don't just whip in and save the day. And yes, we've got it. And Saudi Arabia is going to capitulate. Let's just wait for a while. Sweet. We'll just take all the stuff. And we'll send off our troops to the Oman border. Not all of our troops have gathered at the border yet, but I don't care, we're just going to declare war right away. They aren't going to stand a chance at all. They've only got 1 division, right? Yes. They're going to capitulate. They're going to capitulate. Yes, easy peasy. Free guns, thank you very much. Take all states. And that's it. Our next target will be Iraq. But the thing is that we cannot justify now as the road tension is already 29%. So that means that the Allies definitely will guarantee Iraq and they'll ruin our plans. So we'll just wait. Let's hire a artillery expert since we're going to be using quite a lot of artillery later. We're going to make a 40 width infantry division with 4 artillery battalions. And that's it. You see that it gives almost 200 soft attack, and with general buffs I assume that it probably could go up to 300 or 400. Let's give it a combat status elite. Let's change its name to elite. And let's give it a cool looking symbol. I think the skull one looks pretty nice. Let's just save it. We'll be training some elites later as our main source of soft attack. Why hasn't Germany attacked Poland yet? It's now 1940. I thought it was supposed to be historical. Oh yes, it's going now. War's about to start. The United Kingdom and France have both joined the war, so I guess it's now time for me to start justifying the war goals right away. War justification against Iraq is complete, but let's dwell on Turkey right now. And we'll declare war on Iraq right away. This is going to be really easy. The plan is to concentrate on my best troops in the middle, break through the center, and circle their troops on the flank and grab all the victory points. Let's see if I can do it. You can see my elite divisions, they're doing a ton of soft attack, almost 400, and the Iraqis, they're not going to stand a chance at all. We are now making some decent progress, I say. We just got their capital, let's get the remaining victory point. They're almost going to capitulate. The Iraqis are about to capitulate, we're going to get the last 2 victory points. And let's wait for a while. Great, they have capitulated and we got like 20k guns. We're absolutely free. That's sweet. Let's just take all states. Easy. And let's do resistance suppression at the same time. Our troops aren't entirely in place, but well, let's declare war anyway. It should be okay. We are already penetrating the front lines from different directions. Let's attack. Let's try to cut these guys off on that side and move some reinforcements right in. Yes, we have cut these guys off. They're going to be dying pretty quickly, and we can concentrate our forces on other possible breakthroughs. Great, we have trapped another 2 divisions down there. The Iranian military is now collapsing. All we need to do is to grab some more victory points and they should be done for. And we have taken their capital with ease. We have done quite an impressive kill-death ratio, and they are 71% risk capitulation. And their capital is at the south, so let's just attack. Okay, we just took their capital, and Iran has capitulated finally, just in time for Turkey. Okay, let's take these and puppet the rest. Let's see how many manpower our Irani puppet state has. 150k, not bad at all. Let's create some Irani templates designs. Let's declare war on Turkey right now. Our strategy as attacking Turkey is going to be a bit similar to what we did before against Saudi Arabia and Italy as Ethiopia. We will just stay on defensive for a while, let the troops grind themselves on our entrenched lines, and we'll attack them later when they're weakened. Things have been going on for a few months now, and we've managed to inflict an impressive amount of casualties on the Turkish. But the thing is, I've run off manpower, and we're lacking 71k manpower as Yemen. And our Irani puppet doesn't have much manpower left as well, and things are going a bit desperate now, I have to admit. If we cannot defeat the Turkish, it will become a really long war of attrition, and our empire will be collapsing. So things are getting a bit desperate. I decided to draw a trap for the Turkish guys. I'm going to move my troops back a bit, and when they just walk straight in, we can attack them and encircle on the plains without fear of terrain penalties like the mountains and rivers here. And that sounds a really good idea, but I'm not sure how it will work in practice. This is going to be our last chance since we have 0 manpower currently. After a really long and brutal battle, I've broken through this tile. Let's see if we can make use of our advantage to destroy the Turkish right away. We have broken through this area and our troops are now deep in Turkish territory. Let's see if we can maintain this advantage. And at the same time, I'm going to see if I can cut off all these troops on the east by rushing their port up there. If we can, then well, we are guaranteed to win the whole battle, to win the whole war. Yes, we have got them. The entire Turkish front here has been encircled. So it seems the war has finally turned to our advantage. Great, we have just taken their capital. And there's 36% towards capitulation. Let's just take their new capital right now. We've still got a few more victory points, but things are looking quite good now. We're about to take Izmir, and victory should be ours. Finally, Turkey has capitulated. Let's just take everything because I consider the challenge to have been finished by now. So guys, this is going to be the end of my video today. I didn't manage to do much as Yemen. I conquered some countries here and there, but I failed to unite Arabia, and I would have tried going for it or trying to annex Afghanistan if it wasn't for the fact that I run out of manpower when attacking Turkey. So I guess that's it. If you have got any constructive feedback or criticism, don't hesitate to comment in the channels below. If you have any idea of what I should be doing on my next video, don't forget to make some feedback as well. So that's all, goodbye.